Hi, my name is Sue Adler and I'm a potter. I specialize, I guess, in creating these horsehair pots. This technique uses hair from the horse's tail, and when the pot is pulled out of the kiln at about 1,000 degrees, the hair is applied to the side of the pot, and the heat from the clay actually burns the hair, and you get this carbon mark in the clay, and it's permanent. These pots go through many stages. They're handled many times until they get to the finished product. First, obviously, the pot will be thrown on the wheel. This pot was made yesterday, and right now it's leather hard. There's still moisture in the clay, but it's sturdy enough to handle. So now this guy is going to get put back on the wheel, and a foot is going to be trimmed. I would use a tool like this, and I'm going to carve away this clay here to create a foot like this. And this will be the finished piece of the raw pot. Now he's going to go back over on the shelf to dry, and depending on the weather, it could take a couple of days. And then when the pot is bone dry, like these up here, you see the color difference. This still has a lot of moisture in it, and this is very dry.
And it's the same clay?
It's the exact same clay. This is a stoneware clay that I use, a white stoneware clay. Now these are going to get a coating of a very fine slip called terra sigillata. And I can show you that over here. It's very fine, just like almost like milk, the consistency of milk. So the pot gets put on a banding wheel and centered. And then this gets mixed up really well.
You can reuse it many times?
Oh yeah, it lasts for a long time. And then put a coating on the pot.
And with the left hand you're moving the wheel?
Yeah, you want to keep it moving. You don't want to have any drips, because then it'll be an uneven coating. So then this gives a beautiful shine to the surface.
Wow.
And I will do the whole pot, and I'll probably put 2 to 3 coats.
It's beautiful.
Of this terra sigillata on the pot. So after that's coated 2 or 3 times and buffed with a soft cloth, that's going to go and dry again. Or if I add color to it, like this one over here, I have bands of color on that I've used an underglaze to put color on. I can also do that at this time to put the banding of color on.
I see.
And I'll put it back on the potter's wheel for that, because then the wheel can spin and I don't have to spin it.
Right, that's true. You have more control.
Yeah. So now this has to dry again, and then it will go in the kiln and be bisque fired, the first firing. And when it comes out of the bisque fire, it's going to look like this.
Nice and shiny.
Mm-hmm. That's the nice shine from the terra sigillata.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have that shine if that wasn't applied. So now this guy is ready to go back in the kiln and get heated up to like 1100, 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it can be pulled from the kiln and the horsehair can be applied.
Mm-hmm. Can you show us your kilns? You have the...
Yeah, I have a couple of kilns. I ended up going ahead and getting this small raku kiln. It fires up to about, well, just under 2,000 degrees. And this has been great because now I can do this process any time of year. When I first started doing these, I actually built my own kiln. This is a typical raku kiln built from a small galvanized garbage can, which was lined with ceramic fiber blanket, all on the inside, a hole cut in the bottom, and a hole cut in the top of the can here for the exhaust. I went down to Home Depot and bought myself this weed burner here. I think the roofers use it also. It will, and this gets hooked to the propane tank from my gas grill, and you get the flame coming out here. This goes right into the kiln like this. It's set up on blocks, and this can will heat up very fast. So when I first started doing this, it wasn't much of an investment to get going, and this worked really well all summer long. But once the temperature started falling below 60 degrees, I found that when I'm pulling the pots out, they would start to crack because of the thermal shock. It was just too cold to do it outside anymore. So then that's why I invested in this little kiln, and this has been great because now it doesn't matter. I can do these all the time.
Yeah, and using the large one mostly for bisque.
Yeah, the large kiln I use for bisque firing, and I also do stoneware, work in stoneware and earthenware. So I use it for that because it can fire a lot higher.
This is your latest Majolica?
Yes, yes, I took a workshop in Majolica not too long ago from Carolyn Jacobson, and she got me hooked on this. So this is my latest project. I've been working on these little covered boxes. And this is a lot of fun. This is almost like working with watercolor because the earthenware clay gets a this white glaze that's the base glaze, and it's almost like working on a piece of canvas.
And this is your stoneware stuff?
And this is the stoneware over here, yes.
Okay,
That's
great.
really where I started, learned stoneware.
Yeah, great.
So I'm sort of all over the place, but my main focus is the horsehair.
Yes. Okay, so we're ready to apply it?
So yeah, so I already have a piece heating up in the kiln. I'm just going to...
Can you show us the horsehair first? Do you have
Oh,
have
yes,
it
I
set
have
up?
some already set out here. It's already ready to go, the hairs. I've separated them. You don't need that many. I usually set up about 12 or 15 strands of hair.
For one pot?
For one pot, yeah.
Wow.
I always ask people to bring me, you know, as much as they can, because in case I do have a breakage problem, then I have to start over again.
Yeah.
So
And
this
you
is-
can take somebody's horse's hair and
Oh yeah, a lot of people come to me if they've lost a horse or if they have a special horse, and they bring me the hair, and I actually make you know, personalized pot for that horse as like a nice memory of the horse. It's wonderful.
it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really, I can't even believe it because I work with horses, and to have the pottery and the horses kind of overlap is just, it's just wonderful. You know, I'm really, really happy to do it. And the stories I get from people when they get them as gifts are just so nice to hear.
Yeah, beautiful.
So yeah, I think I have, yep, we're all ready to go here. I've got a piece here that's heating up. It's ready to come out. It's an electric kiln, so I'm going to unplug everything and be safe. What's going to happen is I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to set it on top of this fire brick.
You're going to heat up the brick first?
I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. This way it's not touching the cold metal. This is...
So basically this is just like a special brick.
This is just fire brick. You know, it lines your fireplace. It's what lines the inside of the kiln. All right, so here we go. Oh, you want to get a look
Yeah,
at it?
very quick, if I may.
Okay.
Oh, you have two pieces in it?
I have two pieces in here. Okay, so I'm
So
going
you
to
stack
just
them up, okay.
take this one out. Now, we don't have a lot of time to work here, so...
This is incredible. Wow. And it's all going up.
Well, yeah, we might have to leave soon because it's going to get kind of smelly down here.
So far, so good. This is
Yeah, well, we'll only do
beautiful.
one, so we won't smoke ourselves out. And there you go. And now this was a really bright yellow, this underglaze, and when this cools off, that yellow will pop back.
Yeah, beautiful. Great.
And that's it.
All right, so now this is going to cool down for quite some time.
Yeah, you can't handle this because it's about 1,000 degrees right now, so you got to wait till that to cool down. And then once it's cool, I'll remove all the hair and the ash
How do you remove it?
with a soft cloth or a brush. Some people wash them, but I just prefer to wipe them down with a cloth.
And do you apply some other coating on the top of it?
Yeah, there's actually no glaze on these pots. So they're not really food safe, and they will not hold water. So if you did want to use one for flowers, say, you'd have to put a liner inside, something that would hold water inside. So this is what it will look like after it's all cleaned. It still has quite a shine to it. But I also apply a coating of this liquid wax to the surface, and it just, it protects it, and it also helps shine up a little bit more.
Or you apply it also on the matte portion? Or
yes, I put it all over. It's just a nice protection.
Yeah.
And then really all you have to do is dust it off afterwards. It doesn't really need any special cleaning. And it gives it a nice luster, and it sort of darkens up that color a little bit. And so it'll get a couple of coats of that.
Yeah.
And then you have the beautiful shine.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
So those are the steps involved.
Really great. Wow. And the other piece is just sitting and cooling down quietly here.
Yep, it's cooling down. You see the color popping back out. The yellow is coming back out. It'll be a little bit brighter when it's finished cooling.
Yeah, really great. Sue, thank you so very much. It was most interesting.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming by.